Episode 2,
Yo,
Rebel Talk in Jack's room.
Rebel Talk
We're
is
back.
Star Wars, wizards, comics, and more. Cool and weird like never before. Grab a seat, we're blasting through. The galaxy awaits in Jack's room.
First thing we have to address,
Yes.
we had multiple complaints from people in the comments and in DMs about us wearing trainers
Yeah.
on the bed.
Yeah.
And we didn't see it as a big issue. We didn't even think about it, to be honest.
Well, no.
We keep our kicks clean.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Fresh.
because you all complained, we are wearing some sexy slippers and slipper socks for you. Jay's got the Grogu's, I've got the
Which
Dragon
now
Balls.
means we're looking for a slipper sponsor.
Yeah, we now need a slipper sponsor.
for the show. So if you are a company that make really cool, diverse, wicked, different types of slippers, send us some.
Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah, it'd be cool because we can't get those complaints again.
Well, no, we can't.
But
We
yeah.
can't.
Thank you for these, by the way.
You're welcome, but they're quite cosy on
They
a
are,
summer's day.
They are actually pretty cozy. Do you know what I mean?
And obviously joining us today is our little friend, Grogu.
With the Force.
We thought we'd let him get involved today.
Yeah, man.
You happy to be here, little bro? Yeah? Cool.
Doing this thing.
Yeah, sweet. So we thought we would talk about just some of the upcoming TV shows and movies within the kind of superhero action space this year, because there
Yeah.
seems to be a lot. We'll talk about some of the stuff that has happened
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
So we both haven't seen the same things. Like you've seen sometimes I haven't and stuff.
That's right.
So we'll get some different perspectives on different things. But yeah,
Yeah, it's just been like, I don't know, man. Like, if you are a part of this culture where you've enjoyed, these types of films, TV shows, and I suppose just like content in general, then it has been a rich year
Mm.
for that.
it really has. I mean, we're talking like we had the Boys finale
I mean, yeah, the boys, sick show,
Mm.
sick show.
in every sense of the word.
I mean, in every sense of the word. Do you know what's funny? When I meet people that haven't seen it, I'm almost jealous.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you get to start that whole thing
That
again.
initial shock factor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it was crazy.
what does it look like if, just for an example, what does it look like if Superman were bad? That whole concept
Mm.
is amazing. Do you know what I mean?
And funny enough you say that, actually, to just tangent a little bit. One of my favourite versions of that sort of thing. Did you ever see Brightburn?
Oh, dude, I was about to say, man.
What a film!
What a film.
Highly underrated.
Like, totally
really went under the radar with a lot of people,
It
and
absolutely did. Yeah.
it was the exact origin story of Superman.
Literally.
Exactly, but if
But-
that kid was a complete psychopath.
Yeah. If something snapped
amazing.
in him and he was now like, on the
And
kind of
it was
path of destruction.
Dark.
It was super dark, and I loved it for that reason.
Yeah.
It didn't even conclude well. It was like, no, he's just gonna grow up now
Yeah.
as a psycho.
There was no happy ending to that.
Didn't he destroy a plane at the end or something like that, or was he just in the sky?
I think he was just kind of in the sky. He messed the house up.
Yeah, he messed the
He
house up,
tore.
killed his parents.
Yeah, like that woman in the diner.
He
Remember the
took-
diner scene? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was horrible.
But yeah, and it just ended with this kid like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, literally, no one in this world
Yeah.
can stop me.
I would love them to have gone on to do another one, maybe him as an adult, and someone
for
having to stop him.
sure. Do you know what though? And we are now in this time and climate where it's a possibility.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
definitely.
Because it did go a bit under the radar.
Mm.
But if they were to try and do something with that, even a TV series would have been pretty sick,
Yeah.
to be fair, if they wanted to kind of
Mm.
take it in that direction. But yeah, that was an absolute sick film. And The Boys obviously plays on that whole
Mm.
kind of what happens if you provide someone with mad superpowers, but they're not just good.
Yeah.
And they're not just, for society.
And the whole
Yeah.
kind of the parallels with corporations around the world as well.
I mean,
They are in that era.
That is it. What it does really well, actually, is it kind of brings together the idea of, because, for example, you go and watch a Marvel or a DC film and they separate the universe. We are the fans and we go and watch it, and that's that. In The Boys, they kind of actually glue the fandom to the actual content. They're like, part of what makes the boys is them showing you how they sell Homelander toys.
Yeah.
And why they're so profitable. You know what I mean? It's just
And the
capitalism.
propaganda movies that they're making
Yeah,
of the actual heroes.
The Vought movies.
Yeah, the Vought movies. It's very clever, man. Very
It's
clever.
just crazy.
And I thought, I don't know how you felt about the final season. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought the previous season, for me, they lent a little bit too much into the gross.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the gross and the shock,
Shocking.
but the season 4 was like all about the gross.
Yeah.
And it was like,
They went a bit in there. A bit
yeah, like I'm a bit done with the over sexualization of the grossness and everything.
Yeah.
It's fine. Like, it was still a fun
It's
season.
fine.
But I thought season 5 brought that balance back a little bit,
Definitely.
and there were some good shock moments. And to be
Definitely.
honest, with the finale, I know a lot of people had problems with it, and I know the power scaling was really off at times.
Yeah.
But I think they did an okay job. They concluded it. I liked the happy ending for Huey and Starlight. I thought that I liked it.
Yeah.
I was quite happy with that because everyone I think thought they were going to go with like Homelander wins.
Yes, and actually, a lot of commentators kind of were a bit frustrated that they didn't see him like take on the military and like that kind of large scale sort of fight off. I feel that they obviously saved a bit of budget in doing the last real fight sequence inside the White House, or at least the scene.
Yeah.
And I tell you, my only real disappointment, because actually I was quite happy. I thought they've concluded it well, led up to it well. Like you said, kind of got rid of the gross factor. My only real thing was Homelander was powerless for about 45 seconds before he was dead. And I think as someone that was kind of like, we've waited for this moment for 5 seasons to see what happens to this guy when he when he is finally powerless. I think that they could have given us a bit more. Like whether that had been like, okay, we're now going to see him, I don't know, get locked. I mean, locked up, maybe not. Someone's going to kill him, obviously. But it was just like, we didn't really see enough, in my opinion, enough humiliation, enough like, I just wanted to feel like, yeah, man, you got yours. You faced a lot of people that you destroyed their lives, all the threats you made, and I wanted them to see him as that. And kind of like, it was over.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's my only criticism.
I did enjoy the way they just turned him into a bitch.
I mean, immediately.
Like, as soon as he lost his power. And it's very...
immediately.
It's very kind of... what's the word? Again, running parallel with imagining what it would happen to someone like, running the free world, the leader of the free world.
Well, yeah.
Imagine what he would be like if his power was taken away, for example.
Absolutely. It was.
So I think it's a commentary on modern times of what would happen without their power.
For sure.
I thought that was very cool.
That moment where he was like, I'm going to try and fly away. And then he's like, he obviously couldn't.
Yeah.
And then he tried to laser him. It was like, here we go.
I think my only real... There were 2 things that, like, just irritated me throughout that season. One was A-Train was fast enough to see the laser sight leaving Homelander's eyes and get around and move... Was it Huey? I think it was Huey.
Yeah.
So he's fast enough to outrun Homelander's lasers, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun Homelander.
Yeah.
And Homelander then... So, okay, you accept that he can keep up with A-Train, but for some reason he can't fly away quick enough in the White House.
That's good
so those 2 things, and that's a power scaling thing. But I mean, they had to write it somehow.
But you touched on a very good point, because there's a scene in there which I actually loved, and I rewound it a couple of times because Homelander's talking to this billionaire. And here's what's funny: he shoots this guy into space, and he's back within about 6 seconds of that moment. He's literally, and then he lands, and he's like, "Where's the guy gone?" And that again shows you how fast he can move. He said he went to space and back in 6 seconds, right? And so now he's in the White House and he goes to take off. All of a sudden now he's flying off slowly.
It was a bit like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But,
a few discrepancies there.
The other thing, I just think this was more of a missed opportunity. Did you see Gen V?
The second season.
Yes.
I saw the first season, not the second. I started it.
So, do you know, I can't remember her name, the girl that can manipulate the blood.
Yes.
So she was kind of built up in the second season as someone that could actually take on Homelander, right? And she got completely sidelined in The Boys.
I was like, why even bring her into it? Actually, it was a bit confusing because I thought, you've brought the cast in.
Yeah.
All right, they're here to do something, and then like you just gave them some side lines, like,
And what they could have done,
you're amazing.
They could have completely explained why Homelander couldn't escape the White House at that time by using her.
Well,
she could have caught him. And got him back in. And it's like, it would have been a very simple way of using her.
Yeah.
And it's just a bit of a missed opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
But I still enjoyed it. I still liked the happy ending. It was. I think the Frenchie death was sad. I liked Huey and Butch. The way that ended.
Yeah,
it was sad. It hit the right mark.
They hit the French. I think one of them had to go in order to make it like the audience feel something.
Yeah.
But then they kind of brought him back in this sort of ghost form.
Yeah.
At the end, where you're like, okay, at least he's still like, you know what I mean? Sayonara. It's that kind of okay, last tribute to him. So even that, I didn't feel as bad because his memory lives on or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's good, man. But
it was good, man.
Yeah, and I think I'd be interested to see if they bring anything else from that universe?
Yeah,
I know they've stopped. They're not doing another Gen V.
No, but they have got what's it called? Soldier Boy.
Oh
Or
yes.
is it Soldier Boy or is it the are they calling it
Like,
Vought or something?
It's
like
the Vought Enterprise or whatever it is, but
That's
it's
right.
based back in the times when Soldier was in it.
that?
Yeah,
Essentially, yeah. Which will bring back some of the other characters.
yeah.
we've
And
seen.
I love Jensen Ackles as well. Like, I think he's so good.
He's perfectly cast for that.
Have you seen? There's a scene, and I know he said he didn't particularly like it, but there's a scene where it's the two guys from Supernatural that played Sam and Castiel, Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins, I think his name is. They play their characters from Supernatural in the scene where they're all together. You know when he the guy, the speedster that runs through everyone,
Yeah.
and the guy that has the gas. Do you remember
Oh
that? Yeah?
yes.
So those
with,
two.
with Seth Rogen.
Yes. So
Oh
that's it.
yeah.
Those are the two main characters from Supernatural that Jensen Ackles was in, and it was Sam, Dean, and Castiel the Angel.
Right.
And they did. They were like, "Wouldn't it be funny if we just played this scene like our characters from Supernatural?" And then it was like, They were like, "It's rubbish. We hope it doesn't see the light of day." Then like a week later, they released this scene. I'll have to show it to you. We'll get the clip up, but it won't mean a lot to you if you haven't seen Supernatural.
I mean, I haven't. No.
But for people that have, if you haven't seen it and you are a Supernatural fan, watch this. It's very, very funny.
Tribute,
yeah, it's a really cool tribute.
Sick.
Even though Jensen Ackles is like, it's rubbish.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
But that's kind of Hollywood.
Yeah.
To some extent. What did you think of Invincible? Have you seen that?
Yeah, do you know what? I keep kind of flip flopping on how I feel about season 4. I feel like what was it? Thrak.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, he just kind of didn't do enough for me as a baddie. And I'm not sure.
He obviously knocked the crap out of Nolan.
Yeah.
And Mark. Do you know what I'm saying? But
then the integration thing at the end. I don't know. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did really enjoy it.
I think they're like 3/4 of the way through, roughly, in terms of where the comics end up and where the TV show is at the moment. They've probably got another 2, 3 seasons max, really, before they're done. I would say, but obviously it's quite an expansive universe.
Yeah.
They just went in. They were like, it's off world.
I really enjoyed the arc in the Hell thing.
Yeah, weird but cool.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people had a problem with that. They were like, just get on with the story.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
No, I quite like the way that they kind of have these storylines which run within this greater, you've got this galactic thing that's going on.
Yeah.
Technically a war that's happening. But then you've got I can't remember the character's name, but the guy that runs he took over from the dragon.
Yes. Yeah.
All of those guys, it's like really sort of, like New York gangsters are just doing their thing in town, but they cross over nicely. Do you know what I mean?
Did you see the really clever kind of crossover they did about Seth Rogen between Invincible and The Boys?
No.
So they did like a fake news announcement type thing.
Right.
Basically saying, unfortunately, Seth Rogen won't be returning to voice, his character in Invincible.
Yes.
He won't be returning to voice
Alan the Alien.
Yeah. So they said, unfortunately, Seth Rogen will not be returning to voice Alan the Alien due to an accident and it was the mansion house where he got killed.
Oh yeah.
So they pretended they've actually killed off Seth Rogen.
That's quite cool.
And I thought that was quite a fun one. I like that.
His involvement in both of those shows just says it all.
And he's smashing it at the moment. The show. How many awards did he win for that one? Right. The studio for Apple TV. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm pretty sure. To watch it. I watched Supergirl yesterday, by the way. And I know we're not necessarily going to review it, but I didn't think it was great. But I'm pretty sure he's a voice in that film. Bro.
Oh really?
Yeah, he plays like a really strange character, but his voice is so distinctive, and it's just like he just pops up with all these sort of random roles. And I think because of his voice as well, he lends himself to this I can be a voiceover actor as well as I can just show up and obviously he's a very talented writer as well and an actor, but his voice is just
I loved his the plug for his marijuana company. He owns the marijuana company, they sell ashtrays and things like that. The plug in The Boys.
Oh, I didn't notice that actually.
They offered him a joint. And he was like, "No, I don't smoke that shit. I just pretend I do to sell ashtrays."
Oh, I remember that joke. Yeah,
I didn't so funny.
Okay,
so funny, man.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's very, very clever, man.
He really knows
very
what
clever.
he's doing, bro.
But yeah, I think I do want to see Supergirl
Yeah, I mean, what
I've
I
seen
will
very
say.
mixed reviews.
Here's the thing: a trailer can do bits. Yeah, we all know this. A trailer can convince you the film is going to be one way, and then when you watch it, I was just like, for a lot of it, I was like, what is actually happening? The story is pretty much like John Wick.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Kill my dog. Don't kill a dog, but dog gets sick. Right. I'm off from a galactic
trailer,
mission to
it?
try and go and essentially save my dog. But it's just. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I've got issues. With it. We'll cover it properly when.
I'll check it out this week.
But out of 10, I would give it a 4.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. Worth seeing.
We're usually pretty aligned with these kind of opinions on stuff like this as well.
I think so.
It'll be interesting to see.
Just again, maybe you'll find it. But here's what I do know: when anyone tells me a film's not good and I still go watch it, I actually enjoy it more because my expectation has been lowered.
That's true. Yeah, I get that.
Maybe you'll enjoy it more without thinking it's going to be great, and you'll get something out of it.
Yeah.
What about Spider-Man?
I cannot wait.
So, should we watch the trailer?
I've only seen trailer 1. I don't know. Have you seen trailer 2?
I think I saw one with Supergirl like yesterday. So, but again, I think that's probably the most recent one. And I had some comments.
Okay, let's get it up.
I had some comments, Joker.
Here we go.
What is happening to me?
You ever see?
Miss me, Spidey?
It's old school.
I do love the Scorpion as well. What a cool character, man.
I am totally out of control.
They've not had him in
I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
He has shown up, I think, once. The one with Michael Keaton, I believe. Very briefly.
Okay, well, bye, someone.
Might have to fact check that though.
What the? Dr. Banner?
It's cool seeing the organic webbing.
Yes.
right?
Trying to figure out how they're making this merge though. So he's now becoming more Spider-Man. Is that it?
So could you get rid of the bat?
Yeah, I know in the comics he goes through like a mutation, right? He becomes Man-Spider. I'm wondering if maybe they're going with this.
Well, he's obviously got loads of Spider-Man powers, but he doesn't currently. He's not able to web shoot.
No, but like the Garfield one, or the original Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
He had to secrete it and make his own things.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire, though, as they said, it was from his wrist.
That was very cool.
Spider-Man 1.
It's cool seeing Frank Castle.
Yes. Punisher.
What do you think they're looking for?
Oh, see, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
We've gone really big in this, The amount of cast.
Hey, it's Ezra. From Ahsoka.
Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
You get rid of that monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
This is an interesting bad guy.
Yes.
You're not gonna get away with this.
But he might.
This is what made me go.
Okay, so
I didn't know you could get that big.
this is going to be the Hulk being controlled by the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
I feel.
I assume so. Which has already happened once in the Marvel Universe, technically. By Wanda.
Please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
By the people who love you, just gonna let him go by himself? Love you because
It's going to be interesting seeing Castle in a Spider-Man movie not being able to do it R-rated.
Yeah.
Very cool seeing the hand. Now I have theories on this.
how powerful he's become.
I miss you, mate.
Oh, mate. Tom Holland, mate, was fit. God damn.
I mean, I respect the amount
just
of
give me a sec.
stunt he is doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what
I like the kind of stretchy fabric of the suit. Like it feels like old school.
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting the old school vibe from it.
You ready?
Given what they did in, when he first showed up in Avengers, that kind of Iron Man gave him the suit.
He was basically Baby Iron Man, wasn't he?
Basically, yeah.
And he wasn't. This to me feels like the first Spider-Man movie for him, like a real Spider-Man. It looks like back to street level.
Yeah.
Not these giant MCU storylines, which is cool.
It's cool.
And I love that, but...
And it was a nice way to introduce him, to be fair.
Yeah, and it was a different way of introducing Spider-Man. We didn't need Origin again.
No,
we've seen that enough.
And I'm glad they didn't bother with that.
But there's some very cool stuff in the trailer. I'm interested to see how Frank Castle and Punisher plays in I'm assuming it's a PG-13.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
because he is a very R-rated character.
Just some gunshots from a distance sort of thing.
Yeah, also the language. He swears a lot. So it'll be interesting to see that.
Well, we see him on one of the trailers. We see him web up his mouth at one point, don't we?
Yeah,
so
that's a clever way of doing that. Yeah, I like that.
He was going to swear, but we'll cut it out of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I do like the suit. It's got a real homage to the old Spider-Mans when we were kids.
Yeah,
I think.
I think it's just everything I've seen. Again, a trailer can be so deceiving. Right?
Yeah.
Let's not get it twisted. But
I mean, No Way Home trailer was the way they cut out the other Spider-Man.
well, yeah,
stuff like that.
So they know what they're gonna. I reckon there'll be something for us when you go and watch it in cinemas. There'll be something we have not seen, and
unless Tom Holland tells everyone.
Well, this is which is just as likely to happen at this point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, Tom.
But let's get into your theory because I think this is also what we will see.
Yeah, see,
this prison scene.
This is just a theory, and there's a bit in trailer 1 where you see the Hand and Spider-Man in that prison, and you see the Hand all jumping this way, and you see Spider-Man jumping at them, right?
Yeah.
And there's a big gap below. And now, if you remember No Way Home in the trailer, they cut out Garfield and Maguire.
They actually removed them from it.
They completely removed them, but the space was still there.
Yeah.
So then when we watched the film, they were filling the space, and they did that as a like a misdirect. I'm almost hoping that it links in with Daredevil season 2, the end of Born Again.
Oh, for sure.
Because Born Again, he ends up in the prison cell.
That's right.
Or he ends up being taken to prison.
That's right.
That scene's in the prison.
Yeah.
The Hand and Daredevil, they're enemies.
Yep.
Big time enemies.
Yep.
There's a bit in the trailer where there's a gap below him, and I really want it to be Spider-Man going to save Daredevil from the Hand are going after Daredevil.
Well, he was like, I remember in the the previous Spider-Man movie, Daredevil showed up as he's a solicitor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they've got this kind of bond already on camera.
And there's a link. Yeah, there's a link there.
And Frank Castle with the Daredevil, not the Daredevil, with the Punisher. You see this Punisher special?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So setting the scene for the spot, where Frank has been since the Daredevil.
Yep.
Through to the Punisher, it links all three of those.
Yeah, and I think that would be great.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong, and the fact that they have again the Hand is now part of one of one of the visible enemies that's going on here. I think that you're right. It's massive. It looks like it's going to be a massive movie, and also they need to do something here. Strangely enough, to keep moving towards Doomsday. Yeah.
Right? So it'll be interesting how this links into Doomsday because Spider-Man will be in Doomsday, but.
So they've got to keep in that. And again, no doubt Daredevil will now be a part of Doomsday.
Yeah, and also it's because one thing I think that they've done right, and Marvel has done a lot wrong over the last few years, is they've slowed down on the releases.
Yeah.
Like we're getting this and Doomsday, right? That's it movie-wise, I think, this year.
Yeah, I think so.
Whereas we had 5 years where it's just so much.
Yeah, they did too much, man.
And there was some real rubbish in there.
Look, we're here because I think both of us agree. Marvel did an amazing job up until trying to think of it. The last Avengers movie.
Endgame, phenomenal.
Endgame, right? Absolutely. Phenomenal. It was everything you wanted to see from kid to adulthood. Like, this is amazing.
That's my top 5.
Yeah. It blew it out of the water. The whole thing. The way they did that was so well. So from all of the origin movies and then just brought it together, amazing.
And the quality of it, the special effects, the CGI.
After that, I think Eternals followed. And then Shang-Chi, and then they had and then Doctor Strange 3, and then so they've had and then maybe 4, even the 4th one followed. So they've done but all of these at this point, I think maybe the directors started to change. It's like we'd hit the end of their 10-year plan story.
Yeah.
And obviously I felt like I really noticed that when it came to now, like, how are they going to keep going on? And they have, and I think they've done well to keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, and there's certain projects that I didn't hate as much as a lot of people did. Like, I didn't mind the Eternals.
No,
like it was cool for me.
I've watched it a few times.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I'm just talking about how it's been rated. Like, there's a lot of people that don't even rate the Eternals, and it's like, well, why? And I get why, because they won't do a second one. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think possibly a big part of it is kind of superhero fatigue.
Yeah, well,
might not necessarily be that the quality dropped off. It might just be that we've had so much of it.
It was a lot.
And then they did. I think one of the things that maybe has spoiled the exclusivity of Marvel, the thing that kind of made Marvel is they did too many TV shows.
Yeah.
I think when Netflix did it, I think it was cool. It was a bit darker, it was a bit gritty, and I liked that small kind of run with Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Defenders.
Lower, yeah.
And there was street level characters, and it was a separate thing. I enjoyed that.
For sure.
And I liked that they linked that in with the greater MCU. But then we had like Captain America, Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Loki season 2. Actually, for me, I thought was fantastic.
Much better than season 1.
Yeah,
for sure.
I personally, now a lot of people disagree with this. I didn't like WandaVision. Didn't enjoy it.
Nah.
I get what they were trying to do.
It's just weird.
And I get that they were going for the kind of the different era styles, and I get the art the artistic approach to it,
Yeah.
but I just found it quite boring.
Yeah, it was just too weird for me. Yeah, again, as a fan, with very little other choices to watch, and it's not limited choices of TV, but when you're into that kind of stuff, when these shows pop up, you obviously go to them. You know? There's one I haven't even seen yet. She's a witch character. I can't remember what they called it.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it.
I didn't even watch it.
I saw the trailer. Is it the one that's got Aubrey Plaza in it?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I've heard okay things.
I'm saying, but I was like, nah, it's just so, like, why? I don't know. Some of these shows as well, and I know this, right? These companies have so much money. Sometimes they are actually just burning through some money.
Yeah.
For the sake of, it will go to the tax man if we don't spend it
and
on the next production.
Sorry, I have some popcorn.
Do you know what I mean?
I think as well, they were afraid to lose momentum. And by being afraid to lose momentum, they burnt it out.
Yeah. It would have been better to let the audience miss it.
Yeah, and then now, where we've had a bit of a drawback on it, we haven't had a... When was the last Marvel film? We're talking, is it Red Hulk? Captain America Red Hulk, maybe?
Oh my gosh, if it is, then yeah.
I think it was, you know.
It might well be.
Which was okay, again. But we haven't had anything since then.
No.
And I think them taking that break, having Daredevil Born Again, I think is fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Season 1 was good. Season 2, thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
Thought that was great.
Did you catch X-Men?
Yes, Season 2's coming out this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
really
excited for that.
I think they did really well with that.
And I think that's where Marvel needs to put their focus, is on some separate projects.
Yeah.
We don't need the big universe all the time.
No.
And
you
X-Men
need to
97 was
rest.
phenomenal.
I think, to be honest with you, I think that Marvel are they're kind of cashing in on what they've done, but I also think that they are close to needing to restart some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what I don't necessarily need is a new Iron Man origin story, right?
Yeah.
But at some point in time, maybe you lot want to start either bringing through some characters that are lesser known. Because think about it, yeah. Although Iron Man is always featured in the Avengers, he wasn't one of the prominent like superheroes in the 90s.
No.
You know, or the 80s sort of 90s crossover. He wasn't one of those.
He was very big back in the comics back in the day.
Yes.
But then, yeah, in our kind of era of cartoons, it was the X-Men, it was Spider-Man.
That's what I mean. Like, even like if we look at DC, it was like these bigger characters. Batman, these were the big characters. Spider-Man, obviously, Sony took over that license and just ran with it. I think Sony's owned it since I've known Spider-Man, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Tobey Maguire,
right? Yeah.
And funny enough, there are a couple of Sony projects that I didn't hate, which a lot of people didn't. I personally quite enjoyed Morbius, and I know people will go crazy at me for that.
Yep,
I enjoyed it.
I feel the same.
And I don't
feel the same.
I don't understand, and I feel bad almost for Jared Leto. I shouldn't. He's like a multimillionaire.
I mean, he's doing right.
He's doing fine. But there's almost this like this curse where he seems to whatever he touches doesn't do great.
It's weird.
And it's like, and Morbius, I didn't mind. I actually didn't mind Tron 2.
I quite like Tron as well.
I got on with that one.
But I also get why these things aren't like as big as they were expected to be. You know, I think the problem with Morbius, and there's another one, the Hunter.
Kraven.
Kraven the Hunter, yeah. So obviously Sony have this need to produce Spider-Man character movies, otherwise their license runs out and they'll never get it back. So they're quite smart in that sense, because they're like, right, we won't just go and redo Spider-Man every time. We'll just go do a little Morbius movie. Same with Venom. Right? A lot of people haven't necessarily loved Venom, even though it's got 3 movies in, and I thought they were okay. I think the third one wasn't.
The third one dropped big time.
It definitely
but
dropped.
I still watched it, enjoyed it.
Exactly.
And I mean, Tom Hardy, I think he's great. So
I think the important thing is who you cast in the lead when it comes to these types of roles and characters. If they're an interesting character and they're actually a really good actor, then I think that you can get away with it. And you know, like yourself, I enjoyed Morbius, and I thought Kraven was okay. I didn't think it was great.
It had some very questionable CGI.
I mean, yes, the CGI was terrible. But then here's the other thing: what I liked about it was the actual camera action.
Yes, yeah.
That was good stuff. The CGI was where it kind of lost its value for me. By the time you're doing this Rhino character at the end, all of that stuff looked terrible. But up until then, you know, some of the chase scenes and showing his strength, I thought that. You know what I mean?
I think as well, it's going to be because obviously now Sony have pretty much given back the rights, right? Or they've agreed to allow Marvel to go forwards with it.
That's right, yeah.
Which I think is great, because what I really want to see now, especially we've got Scorpion in that trailer, is the Sinister Six, which is Scorpion, Rhino, oh god, I can't remember, Vulture.
Well, they might.
Like
They
all of
might.
that.
If you think about Suicide Squad,
Mm.
DC gave it a go. I think
Yeah.
it was poorly timed with DC, to be honest with you, and I don't think it did well. Putting Will Smith in it and then Margot Robbie acting like that's just going to work,
And then just bait and switch in Idris Elba.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one will notice this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, no, that's a big thing you guys tried to do there.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, if they were to try and do the Sinister Six, it could work. Marvel have got more. They need to again spend a bit more time with these characters on camera,
which I think is what Brand New Day is going to do for us a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. But that could be a TV show.
Yeah,
you know
and I also think the exile of Kingpin at the end of Born Again 2.
Yes,
that could then lead to Kingpin putting the Sinister Six together.
That's a good point.
Because he's going to be off. And
By
he's
the
going
way,
to be pissed.
something's just hit me. Thunderbolts. That was
Yes.
between. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the most recent.
I enjoyed that. It wasn't as good though, because I took a while to watch it.
Same.
And I saw some real hype for that film. People were like, it's amazing, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was fine.
Yeah.
They really nerfed Bucky.
Yeah.
He was a bit wimpish in it.
It
kind of took him a while to kind of come out.
Quite land for me.
Yeah.
The whole also the bad
Florence
guys.
Pugh's good.
Yeah.
No, she's cool.
Yeah.
And I can never remember his name. Played Hopper in Stranger Things as the dad.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor. I think
very funny.
Very, very well cast. I think him. But the bad guy's powers. Yeah. This whole I'm gonna just turn people into a shadow. And then all of a sudden now we're in a weird we're in a totally different type of movie where they're now trying to escape these dream rooms. Basically.
Yeah, it felt a little bit Doctor Strange, didn't it?
It was just a bit like, I don't know where you guys are going with this, to be honest with you. I like the fact that you presented Sentry as a really powerful superhuman, you know, really doing bits, and then it went, the dark side of it just went really, to me, it just became a totally different film.
Yeah,
and I didn't.
It just felt very disjointed, didn't it?
That. Yeah. Green Lantern coming up.
Yes, I think. I mean, again, this is another one I think we agree on. I actually quite enjoyed Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern back in the day.
Dude.
Like, it wasn't as bad as people like. The suit was fine.
It's it's my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, I actually couldn't tell you how many times I've watched it.
It's crazy.
And I won't sit and just watch it. It's often like a background movie or a late night film that I might pop on. But I like action.
I like the Reynolds humor. I mean, I think
works.
I thought he was great for it.
Obviously, they went and Deadpool was an amazing few films.
And he does reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make the suit green or CGI.
That's what I'm saying.
Great moment.
I'm pretty sure in one of them as well, because he plays Deadpool in the X-Men movies.
Origin?
Doesn't he go back
Origins?
and kill himself in the...
Yes, he does. Wipes that timeline out. And actually, it lends...
And when he's reading the script of Green Lantern,
yeah. Very, very well done. And it lends very well into the Loki timeline.
Yeah.
Kind of, like that. Yeah. What they called again? The Time Police or whatever they call it. I should remember that.
The T something.
But yeah, moving on to over to the DC side of things. I'm excited for DC.
DC have some growing room.
Yeah, and I think it's a shame to hear that Supergirl was a 4 because I thoroughly enjoyed Superman.
Same.
I really enjoyed it, and I know they're making the next one.
I don't think everyone did.
I didn't like.
Got mixed reviews.
I didn't like the big pants.
Yeah,
the suit was a bit goofy, but then Superman. Like, I think a lot of people know and think of Superman as Henry Cavill, and I think Henry Cavill was great, but Henry Cavill wasn't Superman in the way the comic books are.
No,
Superman was cheesy. He was a bit corny,
absolutely.
Whereas Cavill played it, and he played a great variation, and he played that darker, grittier Superman. I thought it was cool. That isn't what Superman is.
I think he played a better Superman than he did Clark Kent.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with Cavill, now here's nothing against him, because I actually really respect the way this guy is able to train and, his body.
His work ethic, yeah.
But my problem with that is, and don't get me wrong, that is referenced in some of the older Superman comics, but typically Superman's strength is not something that is drawn from muscle. Do you know
it's drawn from the sun.
Yeah,
his
so
power,
it's like he's strong whether he looks it or not. That's the point. And I think the height that they've got with what's his name, the current Superman?
Oh gosh,
whatever his height, his physique is just a little bit more like. I think it lends itself to being
David Corenswet.
Yeah.
Corenswet. What a name.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that was his second name. Corenswet. Yeah, I think he's just. And also, he kind of gives me Christopher Reeves vibes a bit more.
Yeah, and there's just a lovability about him.
Yes.
And I like that.
And he shows up in Supergirl with that same lovability, I must say.
Oh, does he? Yeah.
He's kind of got, I think, the pauses they give him, they just give him like these really human moments where he's almost like, he's still a kid to the planet. That's what I like about it. It's almost like, and in fact, in Supergirl, they kind of touch on it. Kara's like, you know, they kind of touch on her history, a bit of Krypton, and it's like she's gone through seeing her parents die, whereas obviously Kal-El didn't see his parents die. He was sent off before it happened.
Yeah.
And so this new Clark gives me that kind of vibe, and I like that. I think there's growing room in the universe. I'm not sure how they're going to consolidate. Who is the Green Lantern they've put in that movie? Because it's not the one that they're doing in this Lantern.
It's Nathan Fillion, isn't it?
Yes, but what is he? He's not Hal Jordan, though, is he?
No, he is. He's kind of like the last one you would call from the Green Lanterns.
Right.
Like he's the Guy Gardner.
Right.
Yeah, he's kind of like the college dropout of Green Lanterns.
Right.
I thought he was great in it.
Is there ever a crossover? Are you familiar? Like, is there ever a crossover with more than one human Green Lantern at a time? Then.
Not that I remember, but I didn't really watch or read a lot of Green Lantern growing up.
Okay.
I was always been more in the Marvel camp.
Because this new Lanterns is a HBO thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm very excited to see this trailer actually, because I generally think HBO produce some pretty good shit.
I agree.
Right.
I think there's been a lot of people have cussed out a lot of what this so far.
Have you seen the trailer?
Not. I've seen part of it, maybe on Instagram, and I think one of the things that I remember before I'd even seen the full clip, I'd seen a picture of the suit, and someone was like, "Is this it? It looks really worn. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not soaked in green. It's not CGI." And I think a lot of people took issue with that.
Yeah. Well, should we watch the trailer too? Yeah.
Let's watch it. Let's go for it.
Oh no, shit, wrong one.
Tell me how you got it. Really? No, how I got it. Sure as hell. This ring.
That's pretty
the
cool.
greatest weapon in the universe. When and if to use it, that's the whole ball game.
I think he's been well cast actually. Then is he Hal Jordan?
No, I don't think he is.
No, sorry, him.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
No. Tell me how you got it. The ring.
You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have. Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it?
I've been doing this since you were a baby. The only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
I think he likes me. Everybody is lying to us.
We're not leaving here till we find out what they're hiding. Dangerous part of the job. You need to be fearless.
How are you chosen for this?
It's only one question. Are you afraid?
That's what I want to see more of. Right? That's the suit people are cussing out.
Okay.
Are you afraid?
Because the suit's it comes from the lantern, right?
It should.
Okay,
And that's
Fillion's
why
in
I'm
it.
like,
Cool.
it looks a bit leathery and a bit like, what's happening here? Are you afraid?
So Guy Gardner is appearing in it as well, which is cool. So there is a crossover there.
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Then go and get it, John Stewart.
Okay, so
John Stewart.
Who's John Stewart? Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
It's not much. It's not. To be fair, I would rather watch that than it oversell me on something and then it's rubbish.
True, very true. The one thing I don't really get Green Lantern from it.
No.
Like,
I tell you what, Green Lantern typically is a very intergalactic character.
he's a galactic superhero.
And
Like
this
he
whole
defends
thing
the
is like
galaxy.
Middle America. Do you know what I mean? It's not even
Yeah.
like city. It seems to be, and I think that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't
Even
want to see.
city would present a bit more to me.
Yeah, and like having like bad guys on horseback.
This is like small town.
Like that wouldn't.
Like what's going on here?
Yeah, like we've got small town. We've got city based. Like it's space. Like I want to see. We get that one clip in there, and yeah, you're right about the suit. It looks a bit odd. Like the whole point of the lantern is he can summon what he wants,
and that's what I mean
from the green energy, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit of
That
an
was
odd
a
choice.
brown suit, bro. Like dusty as you like.
Yeah.
Like what's happening? Like even if you're an old school lantern, right? Even if you are like from the 70s or whatever, because that's the vibe it was giving me. I'm like, no, this is a intergalactic super ring.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna produce that at any point.
Even
in time.
him running and jumping over the car to get out of the way, like Green Lantern can fly. Like it's the whole point.
What is it? And this is what I'm saying. What is it? Like if he's learning to be a lantern, and I'm getting the impression this is going to be a bit of a handover.
Yeah.
Right? One of them handing over the, if he's learning cool, but yeah, you got to land somewhere. What I'd hate
and learn quick. I don't want a whole season of learning.
And that's my point.
Yeah.
If we get to the fact, if it actually turns out this is a 8-episode thing, and in season like episode 8, we're now seeing him actually do something proper, I'm like, you've waited too long.
I don't want to see a whole season like small town crime solving.
No, there better not be this detective nonsense. I don't want to. I don't want to see all of that. It's not about that. We shouldn't be solving these small time crimes.
Yeah, and we've got other characters for that stuff. Like we said before, Green Lantern, he's galactic. He's a defender of the galaxy.
That's what I mean.
And I don't.
When you get that ring, you get like a quadrant.
Yeah.
You're supposed to defend.
And I'm a bit
some small little town.
I'm a bit confused by why they've gone for this setting. But then it might be, a bit of a red herring. Then them kind of like baiting us in for one thing and then switching out.
And that's fine. And also, do you know what? I do appreciate you can develop characters. You can do things that we're not necessarily used to seeing, and I'm okay with that. But let's just for me, this is the start of this could be a few seasons if they do it correctly. But they've got to do it correctly.
Yeah. I think generally I've been quite happy with the HBO stuff. I loved Peacemaker, season 1 and 2.
Yes.
Season 1 for me was better than 2.
Yes, agreed. I agree with that.
But I thought that was fantastic. I think John Cena in that was hilarious.
John Cena's
I think
he's so diverse, isn't he?
Comedy genius as well, that guy.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think HBO have done well. I think putting Gunn in charge, I think is a good choice.
Yeah.
He cares.
Gunn wants the universe, and I think that's what I quite like about him. He's not quite he's interested in the individual characters, but he's like, I want the whole universe so I can just expand. Obviously, look, they're looking at Marvel. They've seen the success of Marvel. DC tried it with Justice League. They just didn't quite land it as I think they wanted to. So now this is like an opportunity to actually build it again.
And I'll tell you what I'm very excited for, actually. Have you seen the trailer for Clayface?
Actually, no.
Let's
no,
watch.
I haven't.
So this is I don't know if you know much about Clayface. He was in he was Batman villain.
Yes.
Back in the day.
It's just quite dark. Already.
It looks very dark.
I mean, that can't be a 12, can it?
No, it can't be, can it?
Definitely not a 12.
Very different feel.
Very different. Is that Taron Egerton?
Ooh. No, but I get why you say that.
That really
looked like him, yeah. Very different feel, and I think this is where Gunn's DCU and DC stuff is going to really shine. I think in these kind of different projects where we're getting to see some more like some darker content, because DC kind of always has been a bit darker, right, in the comic world.
It's needed to be, I think. It's needed to be, and I think that's kind of where I think interestingly enough, that's where they started to get things a bit wrong. When they started to bring Batman into the daytime, Superman versus Batman, and it was like you're losing it a little bit. You're not understanding the darkness of it. And don't get me wrong, you need the reality of Batman in the daytime, but Batman typically is a very nighttime character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very, very dark. And I think, I mean, even like the Penguin TV show.
Joe, I still haven't seen that.
Batman. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard really good things. I need to watch that.
It's Colin Farrell?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
unrecognisable. I mean, he was great in the Batman.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that film.
Well, it's like, and this is the thing, even about the Penguin, it's like, it's a totally different take. It's not the superhero Christopher Nolan thing. It's more like actually the detective side of Batman.
And I think the Nolan, I adore the Nolan Batmans. Batman Begins is my favourite of them.
For sure.
It's my favourite Batman film ever. But
for sure.
It was so good, I think people have forgotten what Batman actually was.
Yeah.
Back when, the cartoons were out in the comics.
Yeah.
And I think whilst they are fantastic, it's almost damaged the perception of Batman of what it used to be.
Yeah.
So now people can't accept the new.
The problem is that they did so well to bring Batman to reality. That was what Nolan did. He was like, look, if you're going to have this billionaire guy in this day and age that's really doing this is how he's actually going to do it. It's not going to be a make-up, like if you take and I love these, like the old school Batman films, but the fact that you could have him driving up a wall in his back car that wouldn't turn any corners in Surrey. Do you know what I'm saying? But that was like, this is it, deal with it. They were like, no. He's going to have to be in a military vehicle, and that's how we're going to make sense of all of this.
Yeah.
And I love that because it brought it to reality. But you're right, that's what damaged it, because now people are like, oh, that wouldn't happen. But it's like, well, this whole thing wouldn't happen in reality.
This was Nolan's version.
Yeah, and I think he did really well to kind of, again, he brought Batman to our reality, which he did well, but it did damage this whole kind of like it's just make believe and let go of it. Just let go. Like, again, the Bat car was not a car that could actually drive around or was practical at all, and yet it was cool. This is the other thing I loved, and this is, I don't know if you remember this about the old. So you had Michael Keaton, right?
Yep.
But since Michael Keaton, up until Christopher Nolan, they never rebooted Batman. They just changed him.
Yeah.
They didn't ever do an origin story. They were just like, right,
Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney.
Literally, they were like, just keep going, forget it. And I think they even had the overlapping Alfred, and I think
yes, they did have the overlapping Alfred.
And I think Robin overlapped one of them as well. I think Robin overlapped from
Kilmer
to Clooney, and they brought Batgirl into Clooney.
Oh God,
and it was like,
I forgot about Batgirl.
Yes, that's Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah,
I mean, back
good
in the day,
Lord.
I mean, she was fine.
She was fine, but what a bad character. Though.
I mean, terrible character.
The way they brought that in, I mean,
terrible. Did you see that? Apparently, they just sacked off a Batgirl movie.
Yeah, they were going to. They started filming everything, didn't they?
I think it was close to completion, and they were like, nah.
And funny enough, the Keaton and Clooney, they were the only bits I liked about the Flash movie.
Yes,
that was
Keaton in the Flash movie.
Phenomenal.
It was just like
nostalgic. I loved the
do
silly twist with the Clooney Batman where the timeline had changed.
Yeah, that was a bit odd. But
I enjoyed the nod.
Okay, cool. I tell you the problem with that is that I'm really good with voices. They did not use George Clooney's voice on the phone.
No.
I think it was Ben Affleck's voice on the phone, and then Clooney gets out of the car, and it was like, okay, that's how you were going to get us. But there was definitely not. Yeah, it was definitely not Clooney's voice. On
the homage to Nick Cage, who was going to be Superman.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
That was about time. It was a bit weird though, because they kind of like. I just thought that was weird. Like, you're bringing all these planets in, but then I don't know what you're really doing.
And I mean, forget the story and everything else. It had some of the worst CGI I've ever seen.
I mean,
the baby saving scene, horrendous.
I thought even the way he ran was a bit like, what's going on here, bro?
I mean,
this whole I need to set it up. You know, there was one scene where he lost his powers and he started running around the room.
Oh yeah.
But that's how he was actually running with his superpowers. And I was like, bro, what is this?
Yeah,
like,
they really messed with that.
Yeah.
But like I said, the Keaton, Clooney, and then like the Nick Cage thing.
As well, his whole CGI suit
which brings me on to Spider-Man Noir with Nick Cage. I'm so like divided on how I feel about this.
I'm divided too,
because I don't know how you watch it. I watched it in black and white.
I watched it in half and half.
Okay. I really enjoyed the black and white. I thought that was cool. I really enjoyed the noir feel, the detective, the gangsters, all of that. And if I watch it and I don't think about it being anything to do with Spider-Man, I enjoyed it. But the Spider-Man elements of it, I didn't particularly enjoy.
They were terrible.
Yeah, I just couldn't get on with it. I think if he was a different character, different hero, or whatever, I think fine. I didn't like Electro, the guy that played Electro.
No.
I didn't like that. As a gangster, private detective noir thing, just that element of it,
fine.
Great. And Lamont Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Sick, absolutely.
His Nick Cage impression in it was amazing. I thought Nick Cage was great.
Nick Cage is a weird guy in it, but I think that's a testimony to his acting skills. You know
and I think they just let him go full Cage.
I mean, yeah, for sure. If you're gonna, I mean, the funny thing is that obviously this has all come from the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yep, and he was
they just
great
cast
in that.
him to be the voice of it, and his voice for it is amazing. Yep. So now they bring it into reality. Keep Cage, his voice still works, but yeah, I totally agree.
I think they missed a trick though. One thing I think they should have done, and it would have stood out really well in the black and white version.
Go on.
Is on his desk he should have had the Rubik's Cube that he took back with him from Spider-Verse. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
And he falls in love. He's like, I don't know what this is, but I love it. And he goes back.
I tell you, I think the problem with that is that because they did it in black and white, and the Rubik's Cube was in color, and he'd gone back into black and white. I don't know how they would have done that. They would have actually had to have kept that. That would have been a really interesting thing.
Yeah, just one scene of it in colour in the black and white.
That's what
on the desk.
That would have been, if they'd done that.
That very easy tie-in. Don't have to do massive crossover with
Small detail,
Spider-Verse.
but important.
Yeah, people would have loved that. I think that's a bit of a mistrip.
But no, I was really disappointed, man. I thought like the action scenes that you can't, because that's what you're waiting for, isn't it? With a Spider-Man anything, you're waiting for, okay, it's a detective, blah blah blah, cool. But I'm here for the spider part element, the superpowered
and
element.
it just didn't land.
And it did not land, man.
No.
I don't know, like the fight scenes were a bit like, again, the discrepancies in his powers at times. I was like, 1 minute you're strong, next minute you're getting knocked out.
Yeah.
It just didn't make any sense.
And it was I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't rewatch it.
No, I wouldn't rewatch it.
It's not one I'll go back to.
Will it get a season 2?
I can't imagine them doing it.
It might, but just because of Cage, but it would end at season 2. I promise you that. It wouldn't go beyond that. And if it did, it would be because it was something that came out where people just ran, like you and me. I didn't particularly enjoy it, but I've watched it.
Yeah.
So if they're going on ratings and viewings, then
for
it
real,
may well get a season 2. And it could, in theory, improve. But yeah, I don't know. It was an interesting thing to do, I think. But there was lots of other Spider-Men in that Spider-Verse that I think would have been far better to have explored.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and they still might, I suppose. We've still got Spider-Verse 3, right? That's still going to come. So we've still got to get the...
Yeah.
And I mean, I adore 1 and 2 of Into Spider-Verse.
Do you know what? I thought 1 was amazing. 2 kind of frustrated me because, as you know, 2 is like half a story. It does not finish the story.
Yeah, and when you're in the cinema and you're like, come on.
2 hours in at this point, and you lot are not wrapping this up. I was like, nah. So if I had knew that prior to going to watch it, because I didn't, and maybe others did, they might have known it was a 2-part film. Cool, no problem. But I think
actually you warned me. I think it was you that warned me when I said I was going to see it, and you were like, "It's by the way, it's a 2-part."
Major disappointment.
Yeah, and I think that set me up to be okay with it because I then knew.
If you know, then it's fine. Yeah, it was the same. You know, when I saw Mission Impossible, the Reckoning, the first of the 2, I knew it was 1 part. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't expect this film to conclude. You go with that attitude.
You get that expectation, right? Yeah.
But without it, I was like, you lot have really just made me come back again, but you didn't tell me I'd have to. Do you know what I mean?
I think one of the ones I don't know. I'm excited for, and I'm also like, it's gonna flop. Could be incredible, but I've just had this bad feeling. It's Doomsday going forwards. It's got all the potential. There's some leaked footage. I don't know if you've seen the leaked scene. It's a bit of an Avengers Assemble kind of moment with loads of characters, the X-Men and the Sentinels, and it looks cool. The cast, I mean, you can't go wrong, really. You shouldn't be able to go wrong. It's got everyone.
You shouldn't.
I still don't understand the RDJ casting of Doom. It's going to be... He's going to be like a...
Look, I'm sorry, but whatever story you've got to come up with to make that work is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not put him as Iron Man for 10 years of our life and then go, oh, now he's Doom, and we're just going to script write that. No, you're not.
And I might be wrong here, but there might have been a variant timeline back in the day or a very small storyline where basically Tony Stark actually is Victor Von Doom. He was adopted by the Starks,
which is just, again,
but the variant is when he wasn't adopted by the Starks.
It's just too much.
And I'm like,
from when you had Fantastic Four made by Fox, right? The original movies, Jessica Alba,
Chris Evans.
Yes, exactly. Before he was Captain America, right? You had Victor Von Doom. He was already cast. He was not Tony Stark. It wasn't nothing to do with that family. Totally separate story. We even did a Fantastic Four 2, Silver Surfer. Loved that film. A bit weird how they had Lawrence Fishburne voice and got him in it. But cool, whatever you're doing, no problem. But yeah, this whole we're going to make... No.
Yeah, the only thing that gives me hope,
but
I don't think RDJ would do it if it wasn't going to be okay. Like, I can't imagine him just taking the paycheck.
No,
because his reputation for me within Marvel is so untarnished as Iron Man. It's such a great character. There's never been an Iron Man moment where I've gone about.
No,
I don't feel like he would risk his rep within Marvel for a paycheck.
The thing,
I feel like he's got to have read something in that script that's made him go, "This is good."
I mean, yes, I think you're right, but I would say that one, it's going to be a big paycheck. Now, he don't need the money, but also his relevance has switched because he has become Iron Man.
Yeah.
Right? And the problem is that, like, outside, I don't even remember the last time he was really cast in another film besides the Marvel movies. I know he did
Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah. Well, he did one with Seth Rogen as well. He did like a Due Date.
No, that was Zach
separate-
Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's had like a few little pop-up things, but I think he's gotten locked into it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it was like,
We haven't
look,
had.
I love the fact he's in it, but I feel that you should have done something to bring
Yeah.
Iron Man back instead.
Apparently, all of these little teasers that we're seeing aren't actually going to be a part of the main movie.
Okay.
So they're kind
Well,
of
there's
telling
like-
a story up to the movie.
There are 3. They will do 2 or 3 movies, though, won't they?
Well, we've got.
This is a whole 3.
I know we've got Doomsday,
Yeah.
and then we've got Secret War.
Right. And Doomsday's in both of those.
What do you mean? Doom. Sorry, Doom.
Doom is in.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I just don't know, man. I do like that they're bringing the X-Men back. I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I think it was nice to recast some of the original X-Men, actually.
Yeah.
It's weird how they just go with that. Oh, do you know what? I rate the X-Men, though, because the way they've managed to do, like, 2 timelines of, like, the same characters, and then they can just fuse them when they want.
Oh, and that, I mean,
it's brilliant.
When you really look at X-Men, it's a mess.
I mean, it's a mess.
Like, Origins,
it's a
then
mess.
there's the Wolverine stuff, there's the Silver Samurai. Was it Silver Samurai? That one where he goes to Japan, is it?
Yeah.
Logan was fantastic.
Yeah.
Deadpool Wolverine was fantastic. But then you got like Origins, you got
they
First Class, didn't mind.
That was the first of the new cast. The First Class one.
Do you know there's a bit, right? You remember? I don't know if it's First Class or the next one, but Phoenix Rising, whatever it's called, where the Xavier Mansion gets destroyed.
Oh yeah.
And then at the end, they're all using their powers to rebuild it, right?
Together, yeah.
Cool, right? They've all got telekinetic powers and whatever. None of them are builders. None of them are architects. None of them are engineers, plumbers, electricians.
No, that's
but somehow
they're just like bringing all this stuff together.
Yeah. And I'm a bit like, it's cool. You can use your powers to bring shit together, but how do you know where to put everything?
Yeah, it's true. You shifting planks over there.
Yeah, it doesn't make you a builder.
Yeah, that does not rebuild. Oh yeah. Like
so,
I didn't see no nuts and bolts flying in to screw this stuff together. Either, by the way,
I mean, it's a silly detail to get annoyed with, but I remember seeing it at cinema and thinking,
it's a bit of a silly one,
how does Jean Grey know how to build?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be one thing for her to go together, but it's another thing for you all like to be like, yeah, here's the metal works coming in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Like, you're building this for children.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where's the health and safety?
We need some safety checks. Yeah, we need some safety checks.
It's fine. They're all X-Men. None of them can die. Like, are you not joking? Like, what is happening here?
Oh dear. And how many times are they going to bring back Xavier?
Oh my gosh.
Like they never bother to explain it.
He can't die.
He just turns up.
It's just
You're like, oh cool.
They're just like, do you know what I love about these things? When they want, they go timeline.
Yeah.
Just whatever. It was on a different timeline.
I think for me,
just fine.
That's what the big thing that killed Marvel for me was the multiverse timeline stuff.
Yeah.
It removed all consequence.
Yes, absolutely.
And it used to be that
it went too big.
Someone died, it meant something.
Yeah.
Someone got hurt, it meant something. Someone like now you're like, well, they'll just bring them back when they need to.
Yeah, true.
And it's like I don't feel like there's any sense of loss anymore as a viewer.
No, well, I mean, again, by the moment like I said, you bring back Robert Downey Jr. Like you can't even, don't even worry about it. We'll bring it back.
One of the most emotional sacrifices in the whole of Marvel.
That's what I'm saying.
I am Iron Man.
Literally, and the very next film that's going, he's back. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah, it's just.
I feel they were worried without him, box office wouldn't hit. I genuinely feel there was like a business discussion.
I think at the end of the day,
brings in,
it doesn't matter what the film is like. Everyone's going to go see it to find out if it's good.
Well,
it's just going to make money.
And that's my point. I will be. To be fair, for the last few years, I've been that viewer to Marvel.
Yeah.
I've not really been gassed to watch anything. I think this Spider-Man one we've seen, I'm excited for that. But it's been a long time coming since I've had that excitement for a Marvel film. You know? I think the last time I felt it was probably this time last year when they were releasing Superman. And I was like, right, let's see what Gunn does.
Yeah.
You know, but
that was for me more of a curiosity. I wasn't necessarily excited for it. I was very excited for No Way Home back in the day when that came out because I love Toby, obviously, so on. And obviously Garfield as well. I mean, Garfield's local to us. He's a Banstead boy.
In theory, they can still do Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I'd love to see a TASM 3.
That is
I loved him in that.
Very much on the cards. You know what I'm saying?
I know there's some rumours about Toby coming back.
I wouldn't be surprised.
As like an older, maybe like a... Joe would be cool. I'd love to see Toby and Hugh Jackman. A Spider-Man Wolverine film.
That'd be quite
because obviously they were big duo back in the day in the comics.
That'd be quite an interesting.
Just seeing the old dogs do it.
Yeah.
But then again, like we're talking like melding timelines and all
Yeah,
sorts
I
of
mean,
nonsense
it's all
again.
possible.
Like,
I think what it is a few, maybe now and again they got to just do a few standalone projects where they go,
yeah,
don't even worry about the universe.
Yeah,
just crack on with the movie. Because also before this became such a we're tying every detail in, comic books were actually this is where we start and this is where we finish. It's just a story.
I mean, we had zombies.
Oh, 8 years ago he was living with her. They weren't tying all of that stuff in. They just went.
We had Zombie Cat, Zombie Spider-Man. We had all that at one point.
What I mean.
Like,
It was just like they just did a story. This week on Spider-Man, he's in this, and it was like cool. Now they're like, oh, we must make sure the end of the last movie with that 30-second clip ties into this movie, and it's like, yo, I get it, lovely, everybody loves that, but just relax, do some standalone things. We know the character. You ain't got to do the origins every single time. Just crack on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Also, respectfully, the character is big enough. Tom Holland was like another kid before he was Spider-Man. You make him Spider-Man, everybody loves him, and that's how it works. So it's not even like you got to go find a big boy actor.
Yeah.
Just replace him.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I know they've been speaking about doing the Miles Morales one with the kid from Stranger Things.
Yes, I like the
Which could be
casting.
an interesting one. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's a bit bait. Like he's, cool. He loves Spider-Man, and I think he would be actually really well cast for it.
Yeah.
But it's also like, let's keep looking around and see
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think, I mean, it's going to be an interesting year for film. The one that I'm very excited for, and it's going to be, I hope it's going to be bad good, if that makes sense.
Go on.
When something's so bad it's good, it's fun, is the Street Fighter film.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one. I know we're moving away from Marvel and DC, but that's kind of the last one I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Have you seen the trailer?
I don't know if I've seen the newest one, but I have seen a trailer.
Now the casting in this is crazy. I mean, we got Andrew Schultz, who I think is hilarious.
I love his stand-up, by the way.
I remember we watched it at the studio that time.
Yeah.
His one that he released himself. One of the funniest people I've ever seen on stage. Like, amazing. We've got 50 Cent.
I mean,
we've got Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Like it's a crazy cast. There's a couple of wrestlers in there.
I think given the backdrop of Mortal Kombat, right, which is done pretty well. I think there's a third installation as well.
Right, and I love those films.
Right, and I think they'll kind of wrap it at that point. It's like, look, they were going to miss a trick if they didn't. There hasn't been a Street Fighter film since Van Damme.
Oh God! Yeah? And Van Damme, that was bad.
Van Damme. The joke of it is at the time there was nothing I was like, it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's about
Kylie
time.
Minogue was in it.
I know.
How mad's that to think?
What was that character? Who was she? I can't remember the name of that character. Actually.
She was the blonde chick that's in the new one.
I can't.
What is her name?
I can't remember.
Hold on. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm not spelling anything right. Oh no, Cammy White.
Cammy White.
Yeah. I mean nothing like that at all.
So random.
Just sing her with the bazooka.
So random.
But yeah, I think the casting for this, man. Let's put
here's the thing. Like, I think you made a very good point. I don't think this is going to be a very, very good film.
No.
But I think it's going to be entertaining as you like. Bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
All I want is a Hadouken, and I want to see
Guile. Makes the CGI pretty cool.
Now the guy playing M. Bison is the guy that was the polka dot guy in Suicide Squad.
And
I think he's a great actor.
Interesting.
He is
a good actor.
Oh, sorry again.
What I like, there's a scene where Ken's beating up the car. Do you remember that from the games?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Side missions where you go.
Yeah.
How quickly you could destroy the car.
I got good news, y'all. Gathered here are the world's best fighters. I won't deny I'm a street fighter. But only one of them will be crowned the world's.
They fully lent into the costume.
It just looks like, it's like over the top. That's what I love about it.
They fully lent into it.
You win. Perfect.
You're not a warrior anymore, you're a sideshow.
What's up, MTV? I'm Ken Masters.
Yeah.
This is your shot at redemption.
50 with the M. You had to play Ryu, I think he's a sick actor.
Oh yeah. He's in a few kung fu action movies.
He's in the Warriors TV show as well, the one that was written by Bruce Lee. If you haven't seen it, it's good. He's also in Peaky Blinders.
Is he? Very good actor. Do you know what I love him in that? G.I. Joe.
Yes.
The,
Yes.
Snake Eyes.
Oh my gosh. It's what's his name from Creed? No, not Creed. Is it the guy from that plays
Who?
Dolph Lundgren's son? Baby Drago.
Oh, I mean,
I think it was
I
him.
can't remember his name, but yeah, it looks like him.
Still necklace.
What an interesting choice of soundtrack.
Did you ever watch? There was like a, it's like a YouTube Street Fighter.
There was, wasn't there? I only ever watched it
It
though.
was actually pretty good, you know.
Remember the Tekken one? There was a
Yeah,
Tekken
Tekken,
one.
yeah, that's alright. Yeah, Tekken was alright. They
Enjoyed
really messed
that.
up on the Dragon Ball Z one.
Oh my gosh, don't even talk about
Yeah,
that.
that could do with
Mm.
Thundercats coming out.
Oh shit, yeah.
Bitch, please.
Okay. No, it's not him.
Yeah,
Roman Reigns.
It's got the potential.
Yeah, Roman Reigns, great choice. I mean, we got the uppercuts. Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, man.
Yeah.
That a fireball came out of Ryu.
Oh yeah, come on.
Sick. Sick.
It looks like what it's supposed to be.
That's what I'm saying. I will just be there.
Yeah.
I'll just be there for this. Do you
Yeah,
know
I'm
what I mean?
game for that.
I'm
I am
definitely
game for that,
here.
man. Well, that's. I mean, I'm not sure when that's out actually.
End of the year, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, end of the year.
Yeah, that'll be a big one.
Do you know what I
Be a
think
fun
that
one.
they should do with these types of things and Mortal Kombat, right? Is that from time to time, you know, the cartoon Mortal Kombats,
Yes.
Scorpion's Revenge, and
So good,
Snow
man.
Nine,
Really good.
they should just do like, we're gonna take a character and do a story.
Mm.
We don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to bring all the cast together. Don't get me wrong, put all the cast in it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't have to do it's going to be a tournament or a, just do a story
Yeah.
with one of these famous characters that we've known for all of our lives and just keep it moving.
Yeah. I think,
You know what I
and I think the animated movies from Mortal Kombat are fantastic.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I really
think
enjoyed
so.
them.
They could afford to do like a Scorpion movie.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you'll bring in some other cast from it, but just make it about a Scorpion story. Simple
That's
as.
a great
man.
idea.
And I think the same with Street Fighter. I think if this does well, just treat it like Marvel. Do origin stories of Ryu if you want, or Ken, or whatever.
Yeah, get some
but-
good little spin-offs going. I think
Yeah, just make it good.
there's potential just to be fun. Not everything has to be perfect.
No.
Just fun sometimes. That's all I want sometimes.
And this is the thing. I'm so down for look. Good action is good action to me. I don't even think like some people are here for the script, the storyline, how it all ties together and makes sense.
Yeah, and there's certain projects that I look for where I want it to be very
want-
good. I want it to be polished. I want it to be linked or whatever.
Absolutely. I want it to make sense.
There's
to
some
extent.
projects I just want to have a laugh.
Yeah.
And I
just
think
wanna
Mortal
be
Kombat for me,
entertained.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I think the Mortal Kombat, and we'll talk about Mortal Kombat on the next one. We're going to play some Mortal Kombat, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're gonna battle.
Let's do that.
We're gonna go through the generations of the Mortal Kombat games,
So dope.
and then we're gonna discuss Mortal Kombat as we play.
Can we do that?
Jay
with
is
Tekken
going
after?
to whoop me.
Can we do that at Tekken?
Yeah,
after?
let's do that as well.
Yeah. And Street Fighter now we've seen it.
Yeah, that's true. Jay's gonna whoop me at Mortal Kombat though, because that is his game.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean,
it's
if I don't,
his game.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I might get him drunk first.
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds like a good night.
Yeah, we'll have a
regardless,
drink.
do you know
We'll
what
have
I
a
mean?
drink and do that. But yeah, man. I think we covered a lot today on the movies front, and it's be interesting to see what other people think of some of our takes. Especially, I wonder how much hate we're going to get for the
We're
Green
not
Lantern
alone.
love.
Well, I mean, look, there's a lot
We
of
might
stuff
be
about
alone
this
on that
out.
one.
I mean, we might
be alone on that one.
in particular, yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But
Mm.
hopefully there'll be some others that,
Yeah, man.
you know.
Yeah, but well, thank you for coming over again, bro.
Well,
we'll
you for
definitely
having
do
me.
this again soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's always fun, man.
Let me
And
know.
thank you for being here, Grogu. You're a good guy. You're a good guy.
Nice one,
And
dude.
yeah, we'll see everyone soon.
Cool, bro.
Peace out.
Peace.